Wiki. You already understand the Wiki, but what we're going to go through today is the formatting and thinking about placements of items there, along with backlinks and why backlinks are important and how to help find information a little bit faster. So the first thing, and I don't want anybody to get embarrassed if I pick on one of your articles, because that's not the point. The point is like if I find an example that can help better improve something, then that's what it is. So the first one I'm going to do, I think Bill just put this one in yesterday, or the day before. It says the first thing I want to go over is I want you to think about names when you're creating a wiki article. You might be thinking in your head, you know exactly what the article is about. In this article, it says payment information. Does anybody see what's wrong with that?
Payment of what?
Say what kind of payment information? Is it spelled wrong?
No, it's just, right. The concept is when you see the link, the page name is basically the end of that link. The problem with this page is it's payment information for what? Well, if I click on the link.
That's how employees get paid, right? That one?
Right. Is that plugged in? Do you see what the problem is? It says
VoIP innovations.
For VoIP innovations. But when you're looking for a page, the page shows up as payment information. So if you're searching for that, if you're searching for VoIP innovations, the page name is not the same as what you're talking about.
Do the word, I think it's outage.
What's
Try
that?
that one. I think I pulled up like 18 different pages for the word outage.
Probably so.
Well, doesn't it search the body of the page?
It does, but let me show you that. Let me search for payment information.
Well, who would ever just search for payment information? What do you put in, white payment information?
Well,
I see, matching page names.
see,
Okay.
that's where the thing is. And so a lot of people click on this and they don't necessarily scroll down to look through all of the data.
Okay.
So that's where the page names needs to match the.
I
what
notice
you're
when you type in there,
Uh-huh.
it gives you a pre-search.
Correct.
Is that the page names only that show up there?
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Yep. See where it says that if I do VoIP on the left, matching page names. So like underneath VoIP Innovations, Bill created that page because he was here, created the page for payment information. See, like Jeopardy codes. This really should be Jeopardy codes for VoIP Innovations. Because there could be Jeopardy codes for Frontier. There could be Jeopardy codes for lots of other different page names or companies. Okay, so that's what I wanted to go over with page names.
What about if there's an incorrect page name and we rename it?
So if there is an incorrect page name, what has to be done is the only way you can change the page name is to delete the page and create a new one. If you don't know how to do it, ask
what
me,
about the
fix it.
vertical hash mark that displays the...
You don't want to do that because
Don't?
it doesn't solve the problem.
Okay.
The search engine still goes by the page.
Is there a wiki
Correct.
article on how to delete the page?
There is not.
Someone deleted it.
Yeah, someone.
It was the
I have not done that. The thing about it is I track everything that gets put in the wiki every day. That's one of the things that I do on my list every day is to look to see what content was put in there. Because if it was not right or was wrong or something like that, I know.
Also, if you're a contributor, you can't delete pages if you have to have admin status on the wiki.
Is that what it is? Okay, perfect.
Most people are contributors unless they're higher up, like you and Eric, me, Jay.
So if you need a page deleted, just ask. Or put it on the help desk, or ask me to do it, and I'll take care of it. It's really actually quite simple to delete a page. You go under Edit this page, and Control A, and you delete it. Hit Save, page deleted. I didn't know that either. I thought there was a complicated way of going through and deleting a page. It's just once all the content's gone, it erases the file. That's all there is to it. All right, next thing I wanted to go over.
How do we put the right name change on here?
We have to delete that page.
Okay, well then create the thing. Don't you have to recreate it?
So how I would do that is,
Create the new one first.
that's how I would do it. So I go into payment history, I go into edit page. I would then click Control A, Control C, hit back, leave page. Edit this page. I would then choose now obviously that link goes nowhere.
Show up red.
I click, it's going to show up red. Topic does not exist. Create it. Shift insert. All I did is just copy the format. I actually went and edited the document so I could copy all of the content, not just Control 8 from the
Screen.
formatted page. Yeah, that way everything looks the exact same. And then I go back to payment information, which is up here at the top. I'm on payment information. Edit this page. Control A, delete. Save. Now if I go into, this topic does not exist. If I go to recent changes, payment information was deleted.
Does
So
it
if you
still
go to the VoIP Innovations page, is the red title still there?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So I just go up to VoIP Innovations and edit this page.
Be more specific on the
On your page names,
page name, okay.
correct.
so they're
Because
searchable?
VI, somebody might not even look at V. I mean, we know VI stands for VoIP Innovations, but.
Correct. I mean, there's a
If
category
somebody coming off
page.
the street, they're gonna be typing in VoIP, it wouldn't come up with it.
No,
Right.
you're correct.
Because we have that specific page, so we
Yeah.
should put VoIP
And you
Innovations.
don't want to say VoIP payment information because we have multiple VoIP carriers.
Right, right.
It'd be VoIP innovation, yeah.
Okay.
So
So would that
that's
technically be incorrect, then, the VI payment information?
well,
And we should change it to VoIP Innovations payment information?
you could do that for sure. I was primarily doing that for
Example.
Okay.
Couldn't you just put the header on there instead of having to do all that work?
what do you mean header?
To retitle it?
That only no, because all that does is it doesn't change the page name.
Oh, I see.
What Eric is talking about is if I hit this edit page and if I put that
Vertical
what is,
bracket.
Is
It's
it a
stri-
vertical bracket?
it's
Is that
no,
what that's
strip,
called?
yeah, that, yeah.
Okay, so if I put a vertical bracket here and type in Ben is cool, what that'll do is it's going to change the link name, display name, to Ben is cool. But if you look at my hover down in this area right here, if I hover over it, see what it says? The page name is still VI payment information.
What if you search Ben is cool? Will it pop up?
I don't think it does.
Nope.
No.
Okay,
Well,
Yeah, it
yeah,
does right
there's
there.
the second page. But it doesn't, yeah,
gotcha.
so.
But the page name is still, it's under VoIP Innovations, and then there's text.
So what you showed me is actually just for like VoIP Innovations, the actual main header, that's what changes the main header, right?
Correct,
Oh,
yes.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yes. Okay, so that's what those that
You
bracket
would delete
means.
that, that's cool.
I quit.
Okay.
It's done.
It's a good plan.
So
Good
obviously
plan.
we know.
We know that there's factual.
Hey,
Someone needs to go to the
do me a
Wiki
favor.
and learn
Right.
Log in as my name so I can get these edits in for you.
No, I'm gonna keep all this. It's fine.
Jerk.
Can we
Okay.
click on that page?
Which one?
Yeah, just right there, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see, yeah. See, I got the asterisk there, I wanted that to be indented, so it's like.
Yep.
Over a second, and then it's.
Really simple to do. If you go to edit this page,
2
It's
spaces.
not, I know that's.
it's
not-
just literally, you've got,
I just hit this thing again.
yep. So what I do
Enter.
is delete that. Enter, one space.
Indent it. That's all it is. It'll indent.
It does it automatically.
Sweet, okay.
Enter, and then delete all these weird.
Doubles.
That's right,
There
okay,
you go.
Yeah, it does it by itself. See how it brings it over there?
yeah.
I fought with that for a while too. It was
It changed from the old wiki.
Well, I knew it wasn't right, so I knew you had said, put it in there, and it'll.
Get it in there, and really, I'll work with on getting things formatted.
Was that
if it
detailed
needs to
enough,
be.
did you look over and think that that was?
Honestly, I didn't read over a lot of it.
I mean, that's exactly specifically, if somebody had to, if I was run over by a bus, you could go in and follow this
And that's exactly what it is. That's what we want.
Not that we want you to be running by a bus.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's just make sure.
Right.
I want to get a better insurance policy on you first. If you're gonna do
Yeah,
that.
please. Can I be a beneficiary?
Make sure it covers golf accidents.
Sure.
Sweet. You hear that? That was on record. I'm a beneficiary.
Yeah.
Bill gets his
Okay, so that is that's how you would format
Okay,
that.
I see it. How it looks now.
If I hit save,
It'll look pretty.
Oh, yeah.
see it just indents it one time. If you just let it format it, it does a good job. If you use the buttons up at the top,
Yeah. That's what I did.
these things,
Like
it'll
Word.
format the stuff for you. I mean, you just have to.
Well, I use that button up there at the top of it.
It looks like you just hit it twice.
I did.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So I just did it
Because
twice.
in Word, that's what you do.
Right. It is.
Moves it over.
Word and Wiki are definitely not the same.
Okay. All right.
No.
Thank you.
Okay, so while we're on this page, I was going to skip to it a little bit. Do you notice how this is bolded? It says follow the steps when making this. Your title should pretty much always match your page name.
Okay.
It says these are instructions on how to do this.
Okay.
This isn't the. So what you would do is come in here to edit this page.
The purpose for doing this too is making everything searchable. Because the more that you actually have the titles and formatted like that, it's easier to find. And otherwise you're looking for stuff in the body of the content, which you have to sort through 6 or 7 different pages to figure that out.
So like for this page name, all I do is just click on this HH right here. Puts in headline. I type in, hey Ben. I would type in,
Food's back here.
you put VI, then you could put VoIP Innovations, oops. Payment information, how's that? See, these are headings. You bolded this.
Right.
Now if I come in here, the difference is if you use bolding or bolds versus headlines, it doesn't create a table of contents over here. But if I were to say, let's say for example, one of these things that says, if payment is successful, make sure to enter the payment information.
Do other information. Do follow these steps and other information.
What are you saying?
I would just do 2 sections, steps and other information.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. 4. Anything that has the same number of brackets.
That's 5.
Thank you. I would have found that out as soon as I saved it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said other information?
Yeah,
Right here?
sure.
1, 2, 3, 4. Other information. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I create the brackets, or not the brackets, but the steps, it breaks this down automatically. So if there was multiple pages, if there was it was a big article, a long article, you could go right to the information that you're trying. If you click on other information, it takes you right down to the other information page. Okay? So that was one of the things that I wanted to do. Okay, so we got that one done, and package CA.
Did I do the link right?
What do you mean?
Because I had a link in there to go to the guy.
I can look.
Yeah, that's right.
It did.
Yep. All that you have to do to make a link work is bracket, bracket, link, bracket, bracket.
Or you can hit up top.
Or you can click up top. That's exactly right. Makes it really simple. Now what I tried to do is when formatting pages, I try to add information, or this really should be, we don't need to have this, but now that there's that page.
Stop increasing your edits.
I know. I'll do it all at once. What I like to have is, let's put this up here. This is part where you could literally just say you're being anal and it doesn't matter that much. And in truth be told, it doesn't, as long as the content is there and other people can find the information. That's really all that matters.
It can be formatted later.
Correct. But as you're going to see here shortly, you're going to be like, well, no wonder we're asking the same questions all the time. No wonder we're asking this. It's because the root content this doesn't exist in the wiki. So what I do lots of times, like we came from that previous page, right? That VoIP Innovations page. Well, let's say, for example, somebody wasn't really meaning to go to VoIP Innovations payment page. They were trying to go somewhere else. Lots of times I'll put in return to links, which is called an internal link. And I'll type in VoIP Innovations. See how a page VoIP Innovations showed up and then it just disappeared on me? I click on that. It automatically puts that page name right in there. Hit save. So now they can actually go back to general information by just clicking on that. They don't have to hit back, or if they didn't have that up here in this little trace.
A lot of times if it's you
If
were
it's a big
looking in the wrong
article.
page. If you're meant to go to the business rule 36, go here.
Right.
Click on business.
And I use that a lot in the tech support pages, but not so much in other pages. Any questions over that?
On the trace part is only stuff that you visited so far.
Correct. Trace is for stuff that you've only visited. That's right. So, backlinks. I was going to try to find a page that had a lot of backlinks, but I didn't have one. I didn't find one real quick. Backlinks help. What makes a page relevant is if it's referenced a lot of times. It pulls up in search results a little bit faster. It pulls in, it just means that this page is highly looked at. So I think one of the pages that, let's see, what was that package name today that we were looking at? FA?
FA for the example.
So there is FA. We just added this picture in here for a 2-port lease. We then have something called how to add a package to FreeSide. This how to add a package to FreeSide is pretty simple, but it's referenced multiple times. And the way I know that is if I click on backlinks, this page there's a link to this page on all of these pages.
It's supposed to be.
Right? What's that?
It's supposed to.
It's supposed to be, right? Yeah. So if I go to payment information again, that's right here, VI payment information.
Looks like
If I click on backlinks, there's one page that references this. So you can quickly find out if it's linked to anything else. If you stumble upon a page, it'd be like, hey, we should add this to the tech support page. It's already here. Or it's, there's a way you can actually see what page is linked to this other page. Kind of make sense? You see where it's relevant? Okay. Next thing we want to go over is fix me. I briefly mentioned this last time we went in the wiki. If you run across something and you do not know the answer to it, you just notice that nobody created this contact information and you don't have it. There's a placeholder for it. All that you have to do is you come in here, because I can't search for red. Does that make sense? I can't search for pages that don't exist. There's linked pages that don't exist. But if you find something in here and you put fix me,
It's also in the smiley face.
yeah. But you literally put in there, if you see something wrong in the information about the, let's say for example, the rate board instruction sheet on how to reboot the computer. If you see something that doesn't work, add fix me. And then I'll go through it, or Eric goes through it, and we look for all the things that say fix me, and we add that information in there. But if it's just, I can't search for things that don't exist. Does that make sense? So if you put fix me, it's like, oh, it's not there, it's not in the wiki. I mean, the first thing to do is always look in the wiki for whatever you're looking for. And then if it's not there, that's where you can put fix me. Because then what you can simply do is we go in here and look for fix me. And it shows all the pages of things that need data. At least then we have an action item list that we can kind of go through and see all the different things that we're missing. It's like on BR 349, there's fix me. Page hasn't been created yet. Knows there needs to be a page that's not been created. You don't know what needs to be, you know, there needs to be a step, but then at that point in time we create the page, we add the steps, we link it to here, and we also link it to the main pages. Any questions about Fix Me? Eric did mention real quick that it is, I'll show you that. It is up in the bar if you don't know how to spell Fix Me.
Well, it's got to be all
There's-
caps too.
It
otherwise
does. It does have to be all caps. It's that smiley face. If I come down here and
Fix me.
If you need if you notice a page needs deleted and you don't have access to it, put the delete. Yep. And then we'll go through and take care of that.
How to sign up a dial-up customer. Delete me.
Delete.
Tech support on.
That's easy. Dumb.
Yeah. That's right.
No.
Okay, so that is all right. So the other page we're going to go over. Carrie, you weren't here for this. You're going to get picked on a little bit for this page, but don't feel bad. I just picked on Bill. So I'm going to click on CLC lodging.
Which was made at 4 o'clock in the morning, by the way.
Okay.
Just saying.
Disclaimer.
Don't get defensive.
That's right.
Just put it in the disclaimer down.
Okay. Does anybody see anything wrong real quick when you look at this?
What's CLC?
Yeah. No idea.
CLC Lodging is a new company that we're signing up with. It's kind of like a TripAdvisor or like an Expedia for truck groups or things like that.
Oh, your headers are too long.
And there's equal signs.
Do we have a
The
page that
equal
has?
signs. What's that?
Do we have a page that has all the people that were listed?
Oh,
Like
right there.
TripAdvisor.
We're working on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The syntax for a header, but
The problem is these right here.
Additional. Yeah.
So if I go in here and look at this, edit this page.
Got multiple.
Yes. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is main header. The next one should be 4, which is fine. But the problem is you can't go then back to 5 unless you're starting a brand, unless sign up procedures are part of the main. You see what I'm saying? Sign up procedures, billing procedures, those are all the same. And then we have this.
Not when she hit the. Looks like she hit the header.
That's
button.
what happened. It's just the header button got hit.
Maybe she fell asleep and had her
That's
finger.
probably. That's probably.
4 o'clock in the
God,
morning.
Right.
gold.
So I delete those because you don't have main headers throughout the whole page. You have